Hello everyone, this is T Whitey Productions, and today I have another new video for you guys. Today I'll be looking at if the Eagles were exposed following Sunday night's loss to the Seattle Seahawks. Before Sunday night's loss, the Philadelphia Eagles had taken the NFL by storm. With second-year man Carson Wentz, the Eagles shredded through all comers, boasting a 10-1 record going into this game. Their opponent, the Seattle Seahawks, were looking like a team on the brink of destruction. Seattle had their two best secondary players in Richard Sherman and Cam Chancellor out, and Russell Wilson was dragging his team to victory. On paper, the winner looked clear. But the thing is, to anyone who looked between the lines of this game, would have given Seattle more than a chance to win this game. The Eagles, being at 10-1 and winners of 9 straight games, were understandably very confident, and I think that they fell into a trap. Seattle, on the other hand, was out of the playoffs at the start of the day, and with an Atlanta loss, they saw an opportunity to get back into the wild card. Seattle played like a team with its backs against the wall, and the Eagles played like a team that felt well, content, and comfortable with where they were at. Also, let's look back at the opponents that they beat during this 9-game winning streak. I'm going to project a little thing about the records on your screen, so you'll be seeing that right about now. But anyways, you can see that the teams that they beat there were less than impressive. They beat the 2-10 Giants, the 6-6 Chargers, the 5-7 Cardinals, the 8-4 Panthers, which was a good win, the 5-7 Redskins, the 2-10 C.J. Beathard 49ers, the 3-9 Trevor Siemian Broncos, the 6-6 Ezekiel Elliott-less Cowboys, and the 3-9 Mitchell Trubisky Bears. I mean, you can't get much easier than that. I definitely think that the doubters that point out that the Eagles haven't played anyone aren't wrong. I mean, the teams that they played were combined 35-57 in terms of wins and losses. That means they were playing teams that average about 4.5 wins a season, which is pathetic. As a matter of fact, the only team above 500 that they beat were the Carolina Panthers, and that was coming off of a short week in which they had to play Detroit, New England, and New Orleans the previous 3 weeks. Taking it a step further, Philly may not even be able to beat a playoff team during the run, as even Carolina could have a tough time getting in. But just because I'm saying that doesn't mean that the Eagles should hit the panic button just yet. Wentz played by far his worst game the other night, and he was missing open receivers left and right. I specifically recall a play in which Wentz had Nelson Agholor wide open on a play that would have most likely gone for a touchdown. Also, his fumble that resulted in a touchback really killed the Eagles, as they could have gotten themselves right back into the game had Wentz ran that in. Doug Peterson's ultra-conservative play calling also resulted in the Eagles' death sentence, as the guy wasn't willing to take any chances. I don't know what was going on in his mind, but there were multiple 4th and shorts in Seattle's territory that Philly just refused to go for. That was especially odd because Philly has been known for its aggressive play calling all season, and it's a big reason why their offense has been so explosive this year. The defense didn't exactly hold up their end of the bargain either, as they were unable to neutralize Russell Wilson. Now, I get it. It's almost impossible to completely stop Wilson, but for most of the night, Wilson was able to hang comfortably in the pocket. They did a pretty good job of stopping the run, but let's be honest, Seattle has no running game, and they did allow Seattle's running back Mike Davis to catch a couple of screens and flat routes against them. The bottom line is that I think this was a fluke game for the Eagles. Seattle came out fired up, and Philly simply wasn't on their game. Now, I live in PA, so I've already talked to several of my friends that are Eagles fans that say they are concerned and worried that the Eagles season is going down the drain or whatever. Bear in mind, these were the same people that were crowning them Super Bowl champs just a week ago, but I guess that's what goes on in the minds of the Eagles fans. Anyways, I don't think that all of you bipolar Eagles fans should be worried just yet about your team. You guys still are tied for the best record in the NFL. You guys still have a great defense, and you guys still have an MVP candidate in Carson Wentz. I mean, you're 10-2. Only 3 other teams can say that in the entire NFL. I'll be very interested to see their performance against the Rams next week, because if they have a repeat of Sunday night, then I would start to hit the panic button a bit if I were an Eagles fan. Their games following the Rams all should be wins, as they go to New York in Week 15 before hosting the Raiders and Cowboys in Week 16 and 17. So, Eagles fans, even if you do end up losing next week, you still should have a 13-3 record when it's all said and done. And if you ask me, that's pretty freaking good. I also just wanted to talk a little bit about the game from Seattle's point of view, just because I feel like that's important to talk about if I'm talking about the Eagles' point of view as well. So, let's just get right into that. As I stated previously, I think it was a very important and big win for Seattle, Especially without big names such as Cam Chancellor and Richard Sherman in the Legion of Boom. Their guys did a very good job. Earl Thomas did a great job leading that defense. Byron Maxwell, who recently signed back with the Seahawks, he's been doing a great job for them ever since he came in. So they've just been playing very, very well on that side of the ball. And Russell Wilson, he did his thing at the quarterback position. I know he completed that one long one to Doug Baldwin, who had a couple catches. I thought he scored on that one, but not quite. But anyways, I think they did a very good job on that side of the ball, on both sides, really. So that's my take on Seattle. So I think that takes us to about the end of the video. Discussing the Eagles' blunders and shortcomings versus the Seahawks. Sure, they didn't look as good as they had in previous weeks, but in the words of Aaron Rodgers, Eagles fans, relax. One game doesn't expose who you really are. Who would you rather be, the Browns? Anyways, I very much hope that you guys did enjoy this video. I know that I enjoyed making it. I really am going to try and start uploading more as the playoff race starts to heat up. And I would also stay tuned for some NBA videos because I like to try and sprinkle them in, even though it is the heart of football season. But anyways, if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to like and subscribe to this channel. If you would like to be notified of when I upload a video, then please click the bell in the bottom right hand corner to receive those. Also, feel free to share your thoughts of the video down in the comments section, and you all have a great day.